Hey guys, it's Jessica here, and for today's video, I am going to talk about my experience of studying in the Philippines as a Korean high school student. And also towards the end of the video, I am also going to talk about my future plans, especially about college and all, because many of you also asked me what I am planning to do. So I guess I'm going to start off from talking about how long I studied in the Philippines. I studied about a total of 7 years, and my family moved from place to place in the Philippines, so I was able to study in many different kinds of environments. As you guys all know, wherever you go, the studying environment really depends on the school you go to, and it also depends on the purpose you have in studying in that certain school, right? I guess it's really case by case, but in my case, I've been to 3 different kinds of schools. Firstly, I went to La Salle. That's where I graduated my elementary. It is a traditional private school. Secondly, I went to an international school which offers IB diploma program. I went there for a year and I struggled a lot in that school. I'm not saying that I had low grades or something like that. I was more like passively just studying and doing what the school told me to do. Yeah, it didn't really work out for me. And the third school, which is a school that I'm going to at the moment, is an alternative school which is located far away from the city, and it's a very small school. Because I was able to attend 3 different kinds of school which has very opposing environment, I was able to think in depth about like my objective in terms of going to school, and also I also questioned a lot about my ultimate goal in life, etc. So yeah, so how did I happen to come here in the Philippines? As you guys all know, I came to this country when I was about 9 years old, and that was just merely my parents' decision. But as I started to live here and as I interacted with the people here, I was able to accept and adapt the culture here in the Philippines. So I already sort of formed a relationship with the Filipinos around me. So now at the moment, even if I was given the option to study in Korea or wherever, I just decided to stay here in the Philippines because I'm so used to the life here. I feel like living in the Philippines itself has helped me a lot in terms of increasing my English literacy, because most of the people in the Philippines knows how to speak in English. So I did not have a hard time communicating with my friends, my teachers, and other people. That's also the reason why I was able to adapt the environment here more easily. In the Philippines, people's way of life is very different. For example, in Korea, or when I was in Korea, people around me, they all had a similar way of life. When I say way of life, it means like how they think, what they do usually, what they eat, where they go, what they use, etc. But in the Philippines, it's not like that. If I go to one side of this country, I see those very luxurious people living in a fancy village, and if I go to some places, I see those poor people living in a kind of like shabby looking places. For me, seeing this so directly in a very young age kind of confused me. I started to ask why that has to be like that, and then eventually I was able to really ponder upon what kind of mindset I should have in living my life. Started to question what makes happiness and what makes a person happy, and most importantly, what will make me happy. If I were in Korea, I feel like it would be a lot less likely for me to question these things about life, because everybody's just living so similarly. So yeah, I think that's one big thing that studying in the Philippines has taught me. Now, one of the most frequently asked questions: Jessica, will you study in the Philippines for college? I have no idea what I'm going to do and where I'm going to go for college. I thought about going to Korea, I thought of going to Japan where my brother is studying it, and I'm also seriously considering the Philippines. I'm considering Australia, I'm considering all the countries, but my dad or my family wants me to study in Asia or somewhere near Korea for safety reasons. So my dad and I were, searching for where I can go to for college, and during the process my dad suggested me this school called IGC, which stands for Incheon Global Campus. At first, I did not really, have the time to research about the school that much because I was so busy with my SAT, I was so busy with my school, I was so busy with my everything. But recently, I happened to get this mail from one of the participator of that school, IGC, to make an introduction video of that school to you guys. And that's where I researched about the school more. And again, during the process, I just realized my senior in the school that I'm going to at the moment is attending that school, IGC. So I was like, oh my god, I just remembered. So of course, then I contacted her to get, more information about the school. 몇 개 있어요, 정확히 학교가? 그 캠퍼스 안에?
내가 알기로는 4개 있을걸?
4개? 언니는 어디 학교예요, 그 중에서?
나 조심에 있음. 3학년 때 이제 미국으로 가서 거기서 졸업을 하거나 아니면 거기서 가서 다시 와서 한국에서 졸업해도 되고.
그냥 언니는 근데 그 학교 처음에 어떻게 알게 되셨어요?
나 그냥 처음에 캐나다 학교 가려다가 그냥 너무 멀리 느껴지기도 하고 근데 나 혼자서 캐나다까지 간다는 게 어디겠지라는 그 생각으로 한국에서 살다 본 적도 없고 그래가지고 그냥 한국에서 더 있다가 갭일 뭐 그런 식으로 할까 하다가 인터넷 찾아보다가 그냥 이 학교 나왔어. 그래가지고 그냥 그래 apply 해보자 하고 했다가 된 거야.
학교는 또 어때요?
되게 뭐라 해야 되지? 인턴 같은 거 많이 할 수 있고
인턴?
아니면 세미나 같은 거 되게 많이 참여할 수 있고
영어로 수업해요 그러면?
영어로 수업해 항상.
한국어는 필수로 배워야 돼요 만약에 외국인이면?
이게 과마다 달라. 이게 내가 국제학과 그거잖아.
네.
그러면 이게 문과 쪽이기 때문에 language requirement가 있단 말이야.
스페인어, 중국어, 한국어요? 아, 그럼 언니 뭐 배워요?
나 지금 스페인어?
스페인어? 대박.
나는 한국 애들보다 거의 외국 애들하고 같이 다녀서.
진짜요?
거의 미국에서 온 애들이랑 아프리카에서 온 애들도 있고.
되게 다양하구나.
되게 다양해. 태국에서 온 애들도 있고.
근데 제가 이제 또 외국 가려고 했는데 저도 이제 대학을 이제 또 너무 멀리 가기에는 뭔가 좀 무섭기도 하고 뭔가 너무 좀 부담이 될 것 같아서 아직 제가 외국 그렇게 멀리까지 나가서 내가 무언가를 배울 정도로 그렇게 그만큼 이 배우려는 그 욕심이 강한가 이것도 잘 모르겠고 하니까 더 많이 생각해보고 있는데 마침 이제 또 이 학교 되게 알아보는 중이었거든요. 근데 되게 괜찮더라고요. 뭔가 다 찾아보니까 좀 많이 고민해보려고요. Now, what do you think is the key factors that you have to consider in going to college? For me, the first thing is safety. But first of all, this school IGC is located in Korea. So I do not really have to worry about safety issues because I know Korea is one of the most safe country in the world. Then we also can't forget the location. So I accessed to Google Map to check the exact location of IGC. And as you can see by the name, it is located in the city of Incheon. There you go. It's also quite near to the Incheon International Airport, which is located there, so you have an easy access to the airport as well. And of course, the bus stations are also located nearby. Last but not least, we can't forget the expense. It costs $45,000 to study in one of the top national universities in the States. But in IGC, it costs $22,000, which is like not even half price. The reason why I was quite, impressed about this price is because in IGC, you study in the campus located in Korea for 3 years, following exactly the same curriculum of the school that you chose to go to. And in the final year, which is senior year, you go to the actual home campus of that school to finish your college life. And the key point here is that you will get exactly the same degree as those people who studied in that home campus for their whole college life. So it's not that kind of concept that you have the main campus in abroad and you have the branch campus in Korea. It's not like that. It's more like The home campus is abroad, but that campus is just simply extended to Korea. And I think this is the biggest advantage of this school. Like, you know, I just found it so clever. After researching about this school and after, you know, really knowing about this school's agendas, I was like so mind blown, and I'm now seriously considering this school as my future college. This school is open to those Koreans who wants to increase their English literacy, as all the classes here are held in English, or if you love to interact with people from other countries to have, you know, more like a global mindset. I think this school is perfect for you. But at the same time, I think this school is also open to non-Koreans who just love Korea and who just want to live in Korea, as long as you know how to speak in English. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!